Boy only showed half his shoulder in front of his classmates. Unexpectedly, he let out a shout that sounded unmistakably feminine. Listening to people's teasing, the boy felt as if his boundaries had been crossed. Back home, he couldn't understand why deep down he felt like a girl, yet fate had given him a boy's body. That night, the boy actually brought up to his mother that he wanted to wear a bra. Surprisingly, his mother wasn't angry at all. In fact, the next day she bought bras for her son. She even hand-knitted 2 wool balls to stand in for breasts. The story starts with this 12-year-old girl. Lisa had depended on her mother for over 10 years. Yet they had become the most familiar strangers. Her mother got dead drunk every night, came home and passed out, ignoring everything about her daughter. Dirty clothes were tossed aside, and she couldn't even be bothered to wash the dishes. Since mom rarely cooked, Lisa pretty much ate microwave rice balls from the supermarket every day. At an age when she should have been wrapped in a mother's love, she could only helplessly deal with life's little chores. Worse, whenever mom went away, she'd just leave a note and disappear for days. For Lisa, living alone had long since become routine. But what really troubled Lisa was that the allowance mom left never covered expenses. So whenever she ran out of cash, Lisa would turn to her uncle. This time, though, her uncle said he'd started dating someone. Only this girlfriend was a bit unusual, and he hoped Lisa wouldn't be thrown off by it. Those words left Lisa scratching her head, but the moment she met her future aunt, she was totally baffled. It turned out the aunt was that boy who wanted to wear a bra. Under his mother's protection, he'd gotten his wish and become a woman. In Lisa's eyes, Aunt Jack was just plain weird. The only comfort was that Jack's cooking was amazing, letting her taste what it felt like to be home again. At bedtime, Lisa accidentally saw Jack's pronounced chest. Noticing Lisa's puzzled face, Jack calmly explained his body had been fully transitioned, but his ID still listed male. That was the final step in his gender transformation. At that point, she not only thought Jack was some kind of oddball, but her uncle's image in her heart hit rock bottom too. The next morning, Uncle and Jack had already left for work, but there was warm breakfast waiting, plus lunch packed for her. When she opened the lunchbox, it felt like every dish had been brought to life. The rice formed adorable kittens, and the hot dogs looked like octopuses waving their tentacles. Seeing such a carefully made lunch, Lisa couldn't bear to take a bite. She left it untouched until she got home that evening and took a few nibbles, but because the food had gone bad, she ended up with a stomachache. Learning Lisa truly liked his cooking, he gave her a warm, heartfelt hug. Thrilled, but Lisa felt uneasy, didn't say a word, and bolted up. Still, Jack had expected something like this. People who could really accept and recognize him were few and far between, but his care for Lisa remained meticulous. One day, Lisa went with her uncle to visit Grandma, who had dementia. At the nursing home, in Grandma's room, she saw Jack again. From Uncle, she learned Jack was a caregiver there. Their first meeting was like 2 pebbles drifting in life's current, bumping into each other by chance and sparking something unique. In Uncle's words, when someone is truly understood, all the labels they carry fade away, leaving only the resonance deep in the soul. Lisa didn't quite grasp what Uncle meant, but seeing how the elders there spoke highly of Jack, she unknowingly let go of the bias and resistance in her heart. That night, Lisa woke up suddenly from a nightmare, and Jack held her like a mom, comforting her. A long-lost warmth and sense of safety washed over Lisa. Then, summoning her courage, she reached out and touched Jack's chest. In that moment, the symbolism of the chest became tangible for Jack. It was both a physical trait unique to women and a symbol of maternal love. Lisa's mom had brought her into this world but never let her feel love's warmth, while Jack, an outsider rejected by most, possessed both love and the ability to give it. On that weekend, the 3 of them went on a picnic like a family of 3. Jack's cooking was still one of a kind, mouth-watering yet somehow too precious to eat. Early spring cherry blossoms hung overhead, thick as clouds of snow, adding romance and poetry to those happy moments, and freezing that perfect instant for the trio forever.